What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another Big Jess Gaming tutorial. Tonight, this is going to be more of a showcase rather than a tutorial, I guess you could say. I'm going to show you guys how I organize my Lspdfr files and why I do that. So let's get into it. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to a Big Jess Gaming tutorial, but as you can see by the title of the thumbnail, this is going to be a tutorial slash showcase. What I'm going to be doing here in this video is showing you guys how I organize my Lspdfr vehicle files to allow for better access later on. First, though, I want to thank a huge group of people. All of these, as you can see right here, 130 subscribers. This is seriously blown me away. Puts me in awe to know that there's 130 of you guys out there that have subscribed to my channel, like what I'm doing here. I appreciate each and every one of you. And as if you guys saw this video here that I put up for my New Year's vlog, my goal is to try to put out enough content and bring you guys enough stuff to raise my subs to 250 by the end of January. So if you guys like what you see here and you like this video and everything, go ahead and hit that button. Subscribe to the channel, because there's going to be a lot of stuff coming up. Check out that video. You'll see what I mean. If you want, you can go ahead and get a hold of me too on Big Jess Gaming at Instagram. I do have a TikTok, but I don't use it. I was going to do shorts on there and stuff to help pull one. Maybe I'll start doing that, but I don't use that right now. But if you want to join that, go ahead. I see a lot of you guys jumping on there. I'll go ahead and start posting stuff on there. You can also get me on Reddit at u/BigJess_gaming, and on Twitter you could find me at JF2Media. That actually is the account I have under my wife and I's personal YouTube page. That's our business name, but you can find that over there. Like I say, if you guys want to check that out, go for it. I will see you guys when you join, and like I say, put a lot of stuff up on these, so check them out too. All right, let's jump into the tutorial slash showcase here. So those of you that know how to do videos with your police files and all that, have the OpenIV, go ahead and open up your OpenIV. Click Windows. And I'm sure you guys have all checked out Jeffrey Gamer or CJ by now to get your OpenIV to open in edit mode. If you want to do that, if yours don't open in edit mode, go ahead and click Tools, Options, right here where it says Default Work Mode. If yours still says Read Only, just click Edit and Close. Next time you open it, it will open in edit mode. All right, so what we're going to do here is we need to go through these files. This is where our data and stuff is at from the game, but we want them in our mods folder. You don't want to do anything outside of your mods folder. So our good friends over at Lspdfr have been nice, because I've done this through all of my past previous updates of Lspdfr, and I've had to go through all of these and find the vehicle files, the vehicles.rpf files. But fortunately, our friends over at Lspdfr have put them all in this file, because I know that because I've went through this a couple times and looking for them, and this is the only one that has a vehicles.rpf file in it. Now you want to make sure this is in your mods folder. If you click it like this and it shows red, now see, mine says show in mods or shows in mods folder. I already have it in my mods folder, but if yours says add to mods folder, add it to your mods folder. Now if you look here, personally, I have gone through and added all of these to my mods folder. Why did I do that? Because some of these files have stuff from other changes you might want to make in your game, like Y maps and adding trees, adding new signs and all that kind of stuff, and that stuff in your game. So I would suggest just go ahead and adding all those in there. If you do, just go ahead and hit the pause right now, add all these into your game, and then when you're done, just unclick it and come on back. All right, so for those of you that took the time to do that and now have all these in your mods folder, like I said, the only one that is going to have a file in it for we need is the E. So go ahead and double click X64E, levels, whoops, I moved levels, GTA 5, vehicles.rpf. Now here is all of the vehicles in the game. That's a big file. That's why it was so big. Now what we're looking for is all of the vehicles we use in the game, like our ambulance. Let's see, fire truck. Well, let's just go down here and find our police vehicles. You can see here we have our police, police 2, police 3, police 4, police B, that's the bike. The old police vehicles, that's the old cars and trucks with the snow. Police T, I think that is a, what is that? Oh, that's the transport van. Okay, but you see all of those files like that. Anything that you use, I would suggest anything that you might switch out. Like if you like to switch out your files, like your fire trucks, your tow trucks, your police trucks, your corner vans, animal control, find all of those in here, and I will show you what to do with them right now. So what you're going to do, here's our ambulance. This is the ambulance when you call for EMS or medical that will respond. One of the 3 textures I believe they have in the game. That's what's going to respond to your call. So what we want to do is come here to our desktop, create a new folder. Let's name that original OG vehicles. This is going to be all of our. Well, let's name it something. Let's just say our vehicles. No, let's. Okay, I'm just gonna keep it OG vehicles. Okay, go ahead and open that up. Get that over here. Now, for those of you that do a lot of the tutorials and watch Jeffrey Gamer and CJ and them, you know about the buffer zone, right? The buffer zone that way nothing highlights. You don't need to worry about that in here, but right here, if you want, like normally this would be like over here and your file name would be real big. If you want, just go ahead and go right here after name where you see that little dot here. Slide it over until you can see that, because eventually this will fill up. There's so many files in here you're going to pull out that this will fill up. So here's what we're going to do. This is the ambulance file. You're going to click that so it highlights it. No, we don't want that. Let's just click our little. So we'll click the lower. Okay, there we go. We'll click that so it highlights it. Hold down Control. I would suggest your left one because your right hand's on your mouse. So hit Control, hold it down, left click. Now we have both of the YFT files highlighted. We're going to go down and find the YTD files. Now see, there's a lot in there. So we're going to find the ambulance YTD files. Now you see here there's 2. So we're going to hold down Control, click, keep holding and click. Now we have all 4 of the ambulance files highlighted. We're going to click and hold, drag them and drop them into our OG files vehicle. Then we're going to come back over here. Don't make sure those are still highlighted. Right click, delete. Now I know it's just it'll say yes. Go ahead and do it. I know some of you guys are like, wait, what? But I've done this in every time. I've been playing Lspdfr for over a year now. Well, a couple years. I started playing before I started streaming it and stuff, but I've gone through multiple updates, and you know how we change everything around. I've switched everything around. Every time I have redone an update from Rockstar, I start fresh and I do this. So it's worked out for me every time. So what we're going to do now is go down and find our next vehicle. We're just going to go down and find the fire trucks. I know that one's in. They're all in here. So fire truck. There we go. Click, Control, click. Then we're going to go down and find the other files. Fire trucks. So that one also has a click and hold, or hit Control, click and hold, hit Control, click and hold. So we're going to drag these, drop them. Now, just so you guys know that not every file you're going to be pulling out of here has the plus hi.ytd file. So you might only be dragging 3 files over. For some of the police files might only have that, and you're only going to be dragging over 3 files, not 4. But then you're going to come back over here, right click, delete, hit yes. Now here comes the fun part, because you need to go through every one of these like that. I mean, unless you know what your files you're looking for, the police files, sheriff files, FBI files, fire truck, ambulance, all that stuff is I mean, you can tell just by the name of it what it is. But when you go down to stuff like, where's one of them that I know might throw you guys off? Where's the utility truck? Utility truck 3. This one I will be pulling out, and why, you ask? Because there is a tutorial that our boy Jeffrey Gamer does that we switch this out to the new animal control vehicle. So I'll pull that one out of there, and I use that for my animal control vehicle. But I believe the Rebel 2... I mean, if you don't do anything with animal control, don't worry about it. But the Rebel 2 is the animal control that is used in the game. So there you go. I might just pull that one out too. So even if I don't do anything with it, I know that it's in there and I have it, and it's one of the files that if I do want to do, I can do it later. So go through this and find everything that you need, the police files, the ambulance files, the sheriff, FBI, everything you need, and do that. Highlight them, drag them in here, delete them out of here. And when you get that done, I'll be back to show you exactly why I do this. We'll see you in a little bit. All right, so now that we have everything that we use in the game, like say you've went through and found all your police vehicles and all that, copied them over into here. Now that we have all of that in here and they're not in here, we need to put them into the folder we want to use for our vehicles file. That's going to be one of the patch days. I would strongly suggest using patch day 24, but you can use 20, 22, or 24. Doesn't matter. They've all, from what I've heard, they all work good. Don't use, I've heard some people using 23 and it totally screws up a lot of stuff. So let's go ahead and get into our patch day. We're going to go into mods, update, times 64, DLC packs, and we're going to find the patch day that we want to use. Now we're going to use 24. Then we're going to go to dlc.rpf, times 64, levels, GTA 5, vehicles.rpf. Now you can see I've already transferred all mine in here because this is actually, I kind of used my file that I'm working on right now. So this is my, I've already got everything copied in here. But anyways, you're going to come into some of these files, like I believe it's patch day 22. Let me find it here. Yeah, vehicles.rpf. Yeah, patch day 20. I'm not sure if patch day 20 has it, but 22 and 24 will already have some vehicles in here. Don't do anything with them. Just leave them alone. They're not going to hurt anything being in there, and they're not going to change anything being in there, so I'm going to show you why right now. So once we get into patch day 24, we're going to take everything we have in our file here that we drug out of the E file, that one we were in earlier. We're going to take everything we have copied out of there and deleted, hit Control A, drag it into patch day, whatever one you want to use. I'm not going to let mine go in there because I already have everything in there. So what you're going to do is drag them and drop them into whatever patch day you're going to add your files to. Now you will have what I have here. You will have all your files into one folder. So what you want to do now to make this even more accessible is go up here to your favorites, click add to favorites, and then name it whatever you want. Name it vehicle files, whatever you want to name it to. Mine is all my files. So if I close out of all this, come up here to favorites and click all my files, it's automatically going to bring me here. And that way when you go to change out, no matter how you do it, if you don't do it my way, and if you go in and change out each individual vehicle and you know how to do that, they're all going to be right here. It's just one quick boom, there's your vehicles. You don't have to worry about going through and finding them and whatnot. They're right there. But this is why I do that. I personally only use one type of vehicle in my game. Let me show you. Let me go ahead and pull up one and show you your Police 2. I use the Valor pack in my game. Now that one doesn't show skin for some reason, but it does in the game. Police 3 should be the Ford. Yep. See the Valor pack? This is my favorite vehicles. Not sure why. I mean, if I want to change them out anytime I could, but I'll show you what I have to do too. I use those in all my vehicles. And I like to skin my own vehicles or put liveries on my own vehicles. I design my own vehicles. So listen carefully to this next bit. I go through and create all my files this way. I will go in and create skins for this vehicle for, let's say I want to do any of you that have seen my local patrols, I have a vehicle set up for Roy City. So what I will do is go through and anything I use for Roy City, the police, police 2, police 3, you know, so when they respond, I will do skins for all of those. I will do skins for the sheriff's vehicles, so they're set up for the county I live in. And then what I do, once I have all those done, now, please be aware that if I do a Roy City skin, that is the only one that is on these cars. If I do a Weber County Sheriff, that's the only ones that are on these cars. There's nothing else that's going to appear when those vehicles respond to my calls. So what I will do then is come over here, click New, Folder, and name it Roy Files. Then I will come in here, highlight all these. Now you don't need the manifest one right here, so you can hit Control and uncheck that. Drag these into here. It'll take a minute for them to copy. And once they do, boom, there is all my Roy files with Roy Police, Weber County Sheriff. Now, what I will do is I'll go back in and paint liveries or skins or whatever you want to call them. See, I used to do NASCAR stuff, so I call them skins because we used to paint skins for our cars. But I'll go back in and do a full set of Ogden Police. Now, Ogden is in Weber County, so I don't have to change these out. So I will go through and do a full set of skins for the Ogden Police cars. And when I get those done, just this simple. It takes, now, don't get me wrong, it takes a while to do all this, and it seems time-consuming and a pain in the ass, but we'll name this Ogden Files. It does seem like it's a pain in the ass, but once you get it all done, it makes things so fast. So now let's just pretend that all of these were set up for Ogden City Police, Weber County Sheriffs. We will take and drag them just like, well, let me show you again. We'll take and highlight them all A. We don't need the manifest. We will drag them, drop them into here. Now here's where the fun part starts. And by fun, I mean easy. Let's just say I got done doing an Ogden patrol. I recorded a video for you guys. I'm using my Ogden police files. I want to do my next one using my Roy police files. I'm going to come in here, hit my Open IV. Wait for that to load. Shouldn't take long at all. Now we're going to, in edit mode, like I say, you want it to start in edit mode. I'm going to go over here to my favorites. Find all my files. There they are. I will remember these are all set up for Ogden City and Weber County Sheriff. So I'm going to come in here and grab my Roy files, hit Control A, copy them into here. Boom. I am now ready to do a Roy City patrol because all of these will be set up under the Roy City skins. Weber County Sheriff would be the same, so I don't have to worry about that. Close it out. There you go. Load the game. I'm ready to go for Roy City Police. Now the only thing that takes a little extra time is when you switch over from, like, if I was running let's just say Layton City, because they're in Davis County, so I have to switch out Layton City police cars and Davis County Sheriff's cars. But I'll have a file for all that right here. All I got to do is load up my Open IV, drop my Layton City in there, ready to go. Like I say, it takes a little bit of time to set up all the skins, but once you've done it once, that's all you need to do. So, all right, so that is my tutorial / showcase on how I set up my game files. It allows me to switch things out a lot faster. Don't have to worry about changing things out other than dropping and dragging the file or dropping the files in. And like I say, I can't stress enough, this only works for someone like me that has a certain vehicle that you use all the time. I don't ever switch out the vehicle file or the ELS file or all that stuff. I just switch out the files and it switches over the textures in the game. That is it. Please remember that. If you change a vehicle, if you go into Lspdfr, download a different vehicle and throw it in there, it's going to change all that around. Yes, it's a pain in the butt, but it's how I do my game. That's why I wanted to show you guys. So let me just jump back in here real quick. Again, thank you guys for subscribing to the channel that have. If you enjoyed that, and like I say, check out the channel and subscribe to us if you want to. There's going to be a lot of stuff coming out. I would suggest, checking out this video. You'll see what I mean. A lot of stuff coming, and you might be surprised at what if you haven't checked out the channel before, you might be surprised at what is going to be coming. So again, if you like that video, go ahead and hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and we will see you guys on the next patrol or video. Take care. See ya. Peace.